So you're thinking about moving to the city of Bellevue, Washington, or maybe you're considering it. I want to show you a map overview so you can get an idea of how the city is laid out. And we'll also look at some different price points for properties in the area. Hi, my name's Jonathan Martis with North Pacific Real Estate. I'm a local real estate broker in the area, and I've been in the industry for over 7 years. I'm going to start up the system now so we can look at the map and get into the city of Bellevue and see what it's like. All right, zoomed out from here, we have Seattle on the west side, and we're going to have Lake Washington that's going to separate Bellevue from Seattle. And north of Bellevue is going to be Kirkland. And then you'll eventually have Kenmore, Woodinville, Bothell area. And to the east of Bellevue, you're going to have Redmond. And if you go southeast more, you're going to get into the Issaquah area and then Sammamish here as well. South will be Newcastle and then Renton. You also have Mercer Island here on the west of Bellevue. And you'll have some of these smaller cities, Yarrow Point, Hunts Point, Clyde Hill, Medina as well. The black line here will show the city limits of Bellevue. The really cool thing about Bellevue is that it's a growing city from a downtown perspective, meaning there's a lot of buildings going up and it's becoming larger and larger. So if you work for any tech companies, which a lot of people in the greater Seattle area do, then you'll have options here because Google and Facebook, Microsoft, they're all going to be pretty close by. Now, if we look at the layout of the city, what's nice is you have two lakes. You have one on the east, which is Lake Sammamish, and you have one bordering it here on the west side, which is Lake Washington. And that's really nice to always have more options for water sports or if you just want to go to the beach or the lake. The other aspect here is that from Seattle, you can get into Seattle from Bellevue by taking the 520 highway. It is a toll bridge. It goes over the lake and you can get into Seattle rather easily. Or you can take I-90, which is not a toll bridge, and it goes into Seattle that way. So you have two options. Bellevue is a popular place because of these reasons. And you're gonna find houses here that are fairly expensive. Compared to the national average, some of these homes are some of the most expensive in the US from a median home price perspective. So let's go ahead and zoom in more. Here we'll have the main corridor, which is 405, Highway 405, and it's going to go up north into Kirkland and those areas I mentioned and go south all the way until it hits I-5. So the 405 freeway is what most people will be using to go throughout Bellevue if they have to travel for work or commute. And if you look at I-5 going south, 405 will go eventually until it hits I-5 or you go to the airport, and I-5 will go all the way into California and goes north all the way into Canada. Let's go ahead and take a look here. All the way into Canada there. Okay, so let's zoom back in. All right, downtown Bellevue, I'm gonna go to satellite here so you can get an idea from a satellite perspective. We'll look at downtown Bellevue and how you would get there from 405. You would take 405 and then you would exit. And a lot of hold on a second. Let me make sure I'm at the right spot. Okay, so coming down 405 north, most people are going to exit Northeast 8th Street and they're going to go into the downtown area. You're going to have several buildings here, different condos. You're not going to find a ton of single family houses here. Most of them will be condos because of the downtown Bellevue area and just how concentrated it is. But you'll also have Bellevue Square with a lot of different stores. The mall is there. You'll have a bowling alley. You'll have theaters, different restaurants as well. And you also have the downtown park, which is pretty popular. There's Overlake Hospital as well. You're going to see it here on the east side of 405. And that's a very popular and busy hospital. A lot of people work there. It's a pretty large size. You also have a Kaiser Permanente nearby as well. And you'll have different medical centers. So a lot of medical workers will work in Bellevue. If you go to the east, here at 405 on Northeast 8th, you're going to have a Whole Foods in the area. And then also, you're going to get more into the residential part of Bellevue. And also when you go further south. Clyde Hill, Yarrow Point, Hunts Point, Medina are next to Bellevue. They're very expensive. There's very expensive homes there. A lot of nice beachfront, lakefront properties there. You also have some in Bellevue as well, as you can see here. Some of the price points, you can see one here is 11 million, pretty much close to 12 million. You'll have 5.5 million, 26 million. So you'll have a lot of different varying price points for the properties here. Just to give you an idea of what this $26 million property is like, it is a little over 11,000 square feet, 6 beds, 5.25 bath, and that is the price. Of course, you're gonna have amazing views. I can't show the property here because it is an active property. If you do want to search for homes, you can go on my website, and I have a link in the description below so you can see the actual houses and the details for those. There's just MLS rules regarding what I can show regarding active listings. The way that you are allowed to do that is to go through my website and see those listings on your own, because it's through my service that is partnered with the MLS. All right, so if we go down 8th, I want to show you going all the way east to Lake Sammamish. Bellevue is a good-sized city, but it spans across both sides of the lake. And the nice thing is if you come down, you can have more residential areas here if you're looking for that. If you don't want to be too close to the downtown area. To give you an idea on some of the price points here. House here for 1.4 million. It's close to 1.45. It's 4-bedroom, 2.5 baths, and a little over 2,300 square feet. So that's what you would get for that price point. And if we go a little more southwest here, one for 1.7. It's actually 1.69, but it's pretty much 1.7. 3-bed, 3.25 bath, a little shy of 1,800 square feet for about 1.7 million. Couple more. These are a little closer to Lake Sammamish. You'll have one for close to 3 million. It's 2.89, but pretty much 3 million. Close enough to that price point, but 5-bed, 4.25 baths, and a little over 4,000 square feet. And this house, I can't show you it here, but you can go on my website if you want to see it, just because of the rules. But this is a newer house, a very modern looking. You have another one here, which is close to 2.1 million. It's a little shy of 2,700 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, and that's the price point. It is pretty close to the lake, not right on the lake, but short drive or walk if you wanted to go close to the lake area. As you come further south here, you're gonna hit I-90. Now, I-90, you're gonna have sections around here by Eastgate and other parts by I-90 that's gonna have some Microsoft buildings as well. And so it extends further past the 90 highway. And you'll get closer to the Newcastle area as well. Newcastle has a really nice golf course. You can see it's in this area here. And a lot of people will have weddings and events there because it has a really nice view of the city. But these are some other parts of Bellevue. Hilltop here, for 2.3, you get a 4-bed, 2.5 bath home, a little shy of 2,200 square feet. It's about 2.4 million. It says 2.3, but it's actually 2.39, but they round it down. I'm just giving you the closer price to where it is. Here's another one for, it's 3.8 essentially. 4-bed, 2.75 bath for a little over 4,100 square feet. So do keep in mind, some of these houses will have nice views, which will change the price on what they're listed at. And as you go further east, southeast here on 90, you're gonna get into the Issaquah area and Sammamish. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit more so you can see the layout of the land essentially. So that's the Bellevue area. Mercer Island, you'll take 90 and you'll get into Mercer Island, which is a really nice part of town, and very expensive houses there because you have a lot of different waterfront properties and nice views as well. Regarding transit and bike trails, let me go ahead and show you some of those. And right before I do that, I wanted to mention 520 is going to go through Bellevue, and eventually we'll get into the Redmond area. And if you continue down, it'll bring you into downtown Redmond. Redmond is where the Microsoft headquarters are. So many people that work for Microsoft will want to live near or in Redmond. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up the bus map. So from Bellevue Square, you can see the different bus stops you have here. I'll zoom out. You can see all the options. There's several bus options for you to take throughout the city, so you won't have any problem getting around. And the tickets are only about a few dollars of fare, and usually a day pass is a little under $10. Regarding bike trails, I'll go ahead and show you here. You can see there's several bike trails throughout the greater Seattle area, so you can go pretty much anywhere you'd like. Into Seattle, you can go north, you can come all the way down by Lake Sammamish. I mean, it goes in so many different directions that if you are a bike rider, then you'll love the area because it's a really nice place to ride your bike, and also if you want to jog or run or walk, but also it's just nice because you can not feel restricted if you do enjoy doing that. You can see here, even from Kirkland going all the way down into Bellevue, you can go into downtown Redmond, into Seattle, a lot of different areas that you can bike ride. You will notice though, here in the main Bellevue area, there are sections where you can ride your bike on the trails and on the different paths coming north and going across. There's not a main one here shown on the map, so you may have to just take some streets until you get to one of these main trails or bike paths. Now I'm going to show you some street views of parts of the city so you can see what it looks like. I do have a video on Bellevue that I did a driving tour for, so do check that out. I'll link that at the end of the video so you can watch that as well. All right, so let's start in downtown Bellevue. And we'll go ahead and look at some street views. This is where we initially started, kind of mentioning getting off the freeway, going into downtown Bellevue. You can see some of the buildings here. I've been putting more of them up. And Amazon was supposed to put up some towers. I think they put a hold on that, but we'll see. Those things always change. So now we're going east. You can see what the city looks like. It's grown significantly. You can see all of the cranes as well. So they're constantly building here. Let me go closer to Bellevue Square, which is going to be where the mall is. I can also show you the downtown Bellevue Park. So this is Northeast 8th Street. This is going to be one of the main roads many people will take going into downtown Bellevue. You can see Microsoft's here as well. You have a Cinemark Theater. And then we're going to turn left here and get onto where the mall is. So you'll have a lot of different restaurants. You have some sky bridges that connect the mall to different parts of shopping centers and the different buildings. I think I may be able to expand this. Let's see. Let me see if I do this. There we go. That'll help. So you can see the city a little better. All right, so we're zoomed in here. Let's go. I want to bring you to where the downtown Bellevue Park is. So we are on 8th. Let me bring you back to where, yeah, we turned left here on Bellevue Way. So let's keep going. There's going to be the West in here. There's a Marriott as well in Bellevue. So different options for lodging. There's a Cheesecake Factory here as well. I just passed it. I'm going to take you down to downtown Bellevue Park. This place gets pretty busy. As you can see, there's a lot of people here. They have a really nice playground. It's a very large park. Nice water structures as well. Looks like somebody took a drone photo, or yeah. So there's the city view. Looks really nice. Okay, so let me show you some other areas. We'll get into some residential areas here. All right, let me zoom out a little bit. Let me actually go here. Some of these houses, most of them will have views. It's going to be the waterfront properties. And then if you're looking for more of a good layout of different houses, residential, it's going to be, most of them are going to be on the east side. So let's start here. Look at some houses. The price points will be lower here because it's not going to be near downtown or on the water. Houses that are near the water in Lake Sammamish, by Lake Sammamish, will be pricier, but not compared to downtown Bellevue area. You'll find a lot of homes here will be renovated. At times you'll find houses that are, they're pretty much demolished and a new house is added. That is common because people do want to be in Bellevue. There's not much vacant land to build a house there. So that's an option that people will at times utilize. Zoom in here. I wanted to show you a house as an example. Here it is. So this house here, it was a tear down and they put a new house. And you can see, if you look around, you'll see older homes as well. So that is something that you'll notice in Bellevue and other parts of the greater Seattle area as well. Because people do want a new house, but there's nowhere to build it. So they'll buy a house that maybe is very old or is in need of a lot of work, and they'll develop and put a new home there. Let me zoom out and get you closer to where Lake Sammamish is. Actually, I can show you I'll show you the park. Idlewood Park. There we go. This looks like a drone photo. It's Lake Sammamish. Yeah, this is the park here. Nice beach, nice dock. Some kids will jump off of. There's a playground, different paths. Let's see if there's a photo on ground level. There we go. Here's the beach. There's that dock I was mentioning. And they have a little net over there so you don't go too far if you're swimming. The water's a little bit chilly, but you get used to it if it's really hot. If it gets in the 80s in the area, it gets really warm for most. So that is something they don't mind too much, because 80 something degrees is really hot if you live in the Northwest Alright, I hope that video was helpful for you to get an idea of what the city of Bellevue is like. If you're looking to move into the city of Bellevue or the greater Seattle area, give me a call or shoot me a text message at the number below, and I'd be happy to help you out with that. Do hit that like button if you enjoyed this content. I'd appreciate that. And also, if you want to see future content from me, hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you so much and have a great day.